Hi there, everyone. Okay, so today we're going to do Wednesday's work. If you're on this, then you have already or should have already completed the do now. So let's review the do now. So present day weather predictions are based primarily upon. The correct answer is C, air mass movements. Air mass movements and weather predictions. That means that the density is different and there are different winds and pressure systems taking place. For number two, it says which diagram best represents the air circulation around the northern hemisphere low pressure center. This may confuse you, so just cross it out. The northern hemisphere is the hemisphere that we are residing in, but low pressure center. Look at your weather reference sheet. And I'm going to say it again. Look at your weather reference sheet because it gives you the exact information. Remember, a low pressure system, it goes to the left. So in a counterclockwise position, this is going clockwise, this is going clockwise. C and D are going counterclockwise. And with C and D going counterclockwise, it's whether the low pressure system goes inward or outward, and it should be going inward. So I want you to write this down, low pressure system. And then points are, it goes counterclockwise, the opposite direction of the clock, and then it is inward. Okay, you should have already written this down. D is the correct answer choice for this one. For number three, which diagram correctly represents the air circulation in a northern hemisphere high pressure air mass? So this is the high pressure, so that means that it's opposite. For opposite, that means that it's the complete opposite of a low pressure system. So let's do this in a different color. This is a high pressure system. So write down high pressure system, and then the points here, high pressure system actually goes clockwise. So towards the right, toward the 12, 1, 2, etc. And it goes outward. It pushes outward with the air. Okay. So with that one, the one that looks as if it is going clockwise is C, and D. B and A are going counterclockwise, so that's like in a low pressure system, so we can automatically count those off. And then going outward is D. Going outward is D. All right, awesome. Now, next, what you're going to be doing today is creating a weather forecast. But before we create a weather forecast, I told you you'd have the opportunity to create your own weather map. So with this weather map, follow this checklist that you see here. So you need to do one. Two different weather fronts are drawn, an occluded, a warm, cold, and / or stationary. You only need to do two different types of weather fronts, and they can be drawn anywhere on here. Okay, so why don't you draw them now, and you can pause this video, or you can do all of it at the same time. Up to you. The second thing we need is a high-low pressure systems are represented on the map. You need both high and low pressure system. The smart thing to do is not have them close together. Like, I don't want to see a high pressure system here and then a low pressure system here, because that makes no sense. They would not be close to each other. They would have some space. So make sure that they're spaced apart. So a low pressure system could possibly be like on this side if a high pressure system is on this side. Awesome. Then for number three, at least three different types of air masses are represented on the map. Types of air masses include continental polar. Continental polar. You can do maritime polar. You can do maritime tropical. And you can do continental tropical. Okay. Awesome. Sorry for the disruptions, guys. But yes, you can do any one of these. Okay, cool. So for number four, precipitation, you need to do snow, rain, ice mix represented in a map relative to pressure system. So for precipitation, we spoke about the colors yesterday, and it was a scale of like, oh, this is light, this is like medium, this color, this means that it's heavy. So you're going to be doing all of that here. But if you have precipitation, I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you have precipitation around here, that makes no sense to me next to a high pressure system. And why is that? Because that should have clear skies in a high pressure system. All right. So you should have some precipitation near a low pressure system. Cool. Number five is colored neatly with weather fronts and high and low pressure systems. So I'm going to give you a bag of colors, and you can color this map, and I need to see how you displayed it out. Cool? Awesome. After that, you're going to have a weather forecast. So, where are you going to look for the information to write in this weather forecast? Well, I gave it to you here that you begin the forecast by introducing yourself and the news station you work for. At the news station, you can make it up, or you can say, "Hey, I'm working for CBS News Channel 4." Up to you. Focus on all of these. I'm not going to read through them because they're really self explanatory, but if you need inspiration, just look at what we already wrote for number or page two. For page two, we gave you an example of what to do. Okay. And now, after you create your forecast, make sure that you check everything off if it's done. And once you're done with that, you're going to move on to task two, which is create your weather forecast presentation on Google Slides, on Google Classroom, or on a poster board. I would prefer, since I can read it and I can show it to people next year, that you create it on Google Classroom using either the slides, and it's here under your classwork for weather presentation, or I think here is like the map writing area. So you're going to write the information here, or you're going to write it on your slides. If you do it on Google Docs, that means that you need a picture of what you created here. And I can actually take that picture for you, or you can take it for yourself, and we can upload it onto Google Classroom. But that's what we're doing today. It's a lot. And this is like the total points that you have. So I would enter that on here. If you're done with this, then you can do your test today, but I don't know if that'll happen. So this is what you're going to do. Everyone will work at their own pace, but I can support you where needed. Okay. Other than that, we are good. Let me know if you have questions. Pause this, play it again if you need.